This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era, and the final hours of my life.
You sleep rather soundly for a murderer.
Close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Wow.
Hey guys, so as you're probably aware of, Oblivion Remasterd just got shadow dropped, and it's kind of blown up. This game from my childhood has pulled me back in, and in a way that I didn't think was possible, looking at how outdated and rough the original Oblivion is.
It makes no sense.
Then this happened, and honestly, I am in love. I am feeling like a kid again. And there's already a ton of mods out there, and it's only the first week. So, without further ado, let's start week 1 of Oblivion mods. Whoa, stop the tape. I know what you're thinking. Hey dude, it just passed Mother's Day. It's pretty much week 3. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got hurt at work and injured my back, so I've just been behind, and it's been pretty impossible to get things done with the amounts of pain and meds they had me on. So I'm getting a little more normal now, so I'm trying to get into this. I did record this stuff before, and just editing it's taking a while, so hopefully I'll get week 2 and 3 uploaded. I have most of week 2 recorded, so I'm just going to try and push it out. Anyways, back to me. Alright, to get us started, I'm gonna just list off a few mods that are meant to improve your gameplay and allow mods to do more to your game, as well as some reshaders. So first off, let's just get the reshaders out of the way. I've got 8 of them real quick, let's get into it. Number 1 on our list of reshades is Cheap and Dim Monitor Reshade by Grease Never Dries. As its description says, it is for people with cheap and dim monitors that need to have their brightness and contrast cranked up for everything to look good. If this looks way too dark, congrats, you have a nice monitor. So yes, this mod is kind of for utility for those who have a cheaper monitor, but even with a really nice monitor, it makes the colors pop in a way that's hard not to look at with awe. Admittedly though, the whites do get a little too bright and the darkness does get way too dark, so maybe use with your own caution. But I mean, look at this view. Either way, it's kinda hard to beat. Our second reshader is going to be Emberlight Reshade by Jumots. The description reads, crafted to bring cinematic subtlety without sacrificing the soul of Oblivion, this reshade preset fine-tunes light bloom, softens sharp contrast, and gently filters tones to create a more immersive and painterly visual experience. And admittedly, it is a very subtle cinematic look, just like the description says. Next up, we have Heart of Darkness Reshade by Dejeuner. This mod aims to make brighter, sharper, sunnier days, dimmer interiors, darker nights, darker dungeons, and make torches great again. And it does a really good job with the lighting. Next up, we have Faithful Reshade by Frividace1. The goal for this mod was to remove the fog filter, add depth and clarity to the visuals, make nights and interiors a bit darker, and add some color to the game without being oversaturated, and overall make it a more realistic, but not boring, feel. And it does just that. I like to think that it gives it more of a Game of Thrones-esque vibe to it. It definitely makes me feel more like that universe, but it all depends on how you feel about it. The next one has been really popular, and that is Ayleid Reshade by Lawgriff. This reshader aims to capture the beauty of the original Oblivion by using its beautiful color palette and pushing it with the Unreal Engine 5 to make it look more vibrant and more magical. It is beautiful, but it's just a bit too vibrant for my tastes, but the community is going crazy for it, and it's getting constant updates. Right now it's on version 4, so you know Lawgriff really cares about this reshader. The next one is a favorite of mine, and that is Haz's Cinematic Realism for Oblivion Remaster by Haz vs RPG. A plug-and-play cinematic realism reshade preset that injects the already impressive art direction of the remaster with some much needed blues and greens, along with some extra cinematic spice to crank up that photorealism. This one is one of my favorites because it just makes the game feel so much more vivid and enchanting. Like, it just pulls me in and it just makes it feel more realistic. Next up we have the Lord of the Rings reshade by Noir Flamme. Obviously, it aims to make the world of Oblivion look more like the realm of Lord of the Rings, and it does a tremendous job doing so. Honestly, when I boot up this reshader, it just feels like I'm stepping from the world of Tamriel straight into Middle-earth with this. It's amazing. I can't even say with words. And finally, we have Realism for Oblivion Remastered by Ninja85. This one aims to make the game look more realistic and lore-friendly. Lighting, shadows, and contrast are all adjusted, as well as slightly sharpening it so that the colors are a little less vibrant, more realistic, and less foggy than the original game. Now let's go over some of the mods that are meant to improve your gameplay experience as well as make mods do more in your game. There's a handful, so let's first talk about the auto upgrade leveled items by The One True Rye. It automatically replaces unique leveled items with you along your way as you level up. So as you level up, so does your equipment. Then we have our difficulty slider fix, which fixes the issue with the game having a ridiculous difficulty slider. Like, if you're playing on the normal one and you go up to the next difficulty, which is expert, it is just leagues harder for no reason. And then of course there's the script extender, which everyone who mods knows it's just a tool for mods to do more with your system. And then we have better HUD and better info boxes by Cadence. The next list starts with Quest NPCs Run and Enemies' Weapons Stay on Corpse, both by the same creator, Dispensation. Followed up by NPCs Catch Fire by Spider Akira. Following that, there's Menu Recolor by Eclipse966. It's a slight recolor that some people like because it makes it look darker, but in my opinion, I just like the classic look. Ending that list is Weightless Alchemy and Misc Items by Exeldarin, and this is honestly just a requirement for all Bethesda games because it's so easy to load up on that loot. This next list starts with Universal Achievement Unblocker by Emus, which prevents your console from blocking achievements. Then the Ultimate Engine Tweaks by Paolo, which is an Unreal Engine tweak that helps reduce bugs and make it run a little easier. Then we have Richer Vendors by Irok, as well as No Item Degrade by the same creator, both of which very essential. And then we have Toggle Spells, which is more opinion based, but I feel is essential. It just makes it so, like Mage Light, you cast it, you don't have to recast it over like 30 seconds. And then our final little list here has a simple BP mod loader, which just helps mods load a little easier, by Keizakai. And then Keizakai also released simple photo mode, which I will use to capture some photos for this. It just, honestly, most modern games that have this kind of visual should launch with a photo mode. Anyways, we finally move on to body type selector. At first, this mod created a bit of a stir and got removed temporarily because of the whole male-female thing, but eventually was added on, and there are so many different mods where you can be she, her, he, him, or all sorts of pronouns you can download. I just feel comfortable with me, who I am, male, female, I can choose, and I choose to go with a female body, but you can download whatever makes you feel comfortable and play it. That's the best thing about video games, you know? Anyone can feel safe in their own home. Moving on, we have Young Textures Revamped by Fuse00. This mod makes it so that all the races except for the Khajiit and Argonians to have the youngest preset look more genuinely young and filled out like a young person would, instead of just some older middle-aged husk. Now that I have my character made, I named her Allura Aretino, let's move on to our next mod, the Dark Iron Armor Retexture by Lucinema. As you can see, it's just a simple mod that makes the iron armor a little darker and makes it look more realistic. It just makes the game feel a bit nicer. Unlike our next mod, which is a completely new look for something. And that is the Witcher gear by Sir Galahad 172. This mod does a wonderful job at ripping the model from the Witcher series and throwing it right into the Oblivion world. It replaces the armor for the leather armor, but honestly, this looks way better and it definitely fits the leather armor look. With that done, let's get back to Allura with Alternate Start by Cookie Dough Nexus. Instead of the traditional jail start, this one starts you off at the bottom of a boat where you can build your character and get ready for the game. You just go to the bed, select to make your class, you select your class, I created Bad Bitch. You move on with selecting your birth sign, and I chose the Steed, of course, because I'm trying to get some speed for this character. And then finally, you just go to sleep and finish, and you awaken at the Imperial Docks, completely skipping the beginning part, but it lets you know that you had a dream, a nightmare, that told you what to do next. But what else do you have? Oh, look! This mod is Rex, your loyal dog, who, if you go the traditional route, he's just waiting for you at the Imperial Docks. But Rex is a follower who will never die. He is an essential character in the game, and he levels up with you. Queen Ninja really made a good companion here. Now let's start running back with Alternative Sprint by Mike and Ike. This animation makes your back straighten up so it gives a more natural look when running. You know what, actually, let's just teleport using our new map. A more complete world map is a 4K overhaul by Dralkin, the mod creator. It just makes the map look so much better, and there's colored and worn versions if you want to add some spice to your game. But back at the Imperial Prison exit, we have 3 mods we're going to cover real quick. Starter Camp by Hephaestia, Imperial Sewer Docks Editions by Polish Jerry, and Captain's Rest, a player-owned ship by XD Faded. A starter camp is simply just a bed and a chest placed at the beginning of the docks, and then it was added upon by Polish Jerry. Polish Jerry's mod aimed to add some clutter and lived-in look to the dock, as well as some more lights and some chests to put stuff in. And then XD Faded made Captain's Rest. He added a whole pirate ship for you to make into your own home. It's got beds, it's got chests, it's got underneath the decks, you can go inside the ship, you can also go in the captain's quarters. It's amazing. And inside you can find the previous captain. He leaves behind a log, so if you're curious on why the ship's there, go on and give it a read. But I went to the Imperial District to do some shopping, and then I decided to get going on my quest to go find Martin. That's awfully ugly. That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Only to change my mind mere seconds after leaving.
Oh no. I'm gonna go in the exact opposite direction.
Then I came across this weird camp obsessed with goblins for some reason.
Hello. I hope the goblins along the yellow road didn't give you any trouble.
Yeah, you can gobble these nuts, but I'm not helping with your goblin problem. Finally, I decided to set up camp. Earlier, I bought this basic portable tent by Jasmine McCoy over at Jensen's Goods. This is a gorgeous mod that gives you a place to sleep no matter where you are. You can always just set up tent. Of course, this is the upgraded version, and that's what I bought. There's a more base version, but I just recommend buying the upgrades. They're not too bad. It's less than 1,000 gold. I went to sleep to the bed, but I just woke up in the middle of the night to look at this beautiful moon. This is the HQ Master Blood Moon retexture by Lou Cinema, and honestly, it is glorious. I love the Blood Moon look. Anyways, in the morning it's time to take down my tent so I can take it with me and get going on my adventure. I come across this weird fort and go inside, only to be greeted by, surprise, a quest for Maroon's Razor? Inside this cave I find this guy who's locked up in jail for whatever reason. Maybe it's because he's an assassin. Who knows? But damn, doesn't he look mysterious and kind of sexy, especially with that Witcher armor? I kind of gotta let him go, you know?
Go ahead, please. Goodbye.
Alright, so I just keep following him. He's all sneaky. We're buds. It's cool. We'll sneak past everyone. And then we reached this house, which I'm assuming is his target's, and he just decided to attack me, so I had nothing else to do. I just said, you know, I'm not going to fight you, so I'm going to run into your target's house, and you can just finish the job. I run in, first thing I do, pick his lock, obviously. Then this long battle ensues, and at the end, we finally kill the guy. Unfortunately, that means the assassin is alive, and it's my job now to put him down before he kills me. Didn't have to end that way. Anyways, grab this bead, and I take a quick nap.
Right. Oh, with him dead, let's take a nap.
You sleep rather soundly for a
Oh,
murderer.
God.
That's good.
So Lucian tells me, yo, go kill this guy. I'm like, alright, I'm in the middle of a cave though. Deuces, he just creeps out like a weirdo. Anyways, back to the goal. This place was actually kind of hard to find. I got lost for a good hour and a half just looking for the door. I was like, where do I go? What's going on? I'm missing this second bead. Finally killed the Forge Master, so now I go into his tent. Here it is. Now time to find the bead. Yep, right there. Well, I couldn't find it because I'm blind, so turn around and grab it. And now I did.
There we go.
I place the magic anal beads and voila, the back door just opens.
Alright, let's go.
Great, now I gotta sneak past vampires and an army. Real quick, kill this guy. Eat this guy's heart because it's yummy. Real quick, finish him off, and then here we go. What is our prize? Maroon's Razor! Oh yeah! This glorious Maroon's Razor 4K retexture by Uncelium. Ooh, glorious. It looks so much better than the vanilla version. It looks more like the Skyrim one, and it's just, oh, beautiful. For some reason there's an underwater exit, and oh, look what I find. I found a mithril shield with this mod, Parrying Dagger Shield Replacer by Alexander. At the time of recording there was only 2 versions, but now there's all sorts of kinds. You can replace it with a sword, a Daedric dagger, all sorts of stuff. Even the most important one, a rag. Anyways, let's go do that Dark Brotherhood stuff. I figured fast traveling down here and just walking up would probably be the best way to get there. Oh boy, was I wrong. A unicorn. Shh, Rex, let's go get him.
Woo! 3 hours later.
Oh hey, this is the place.
Thank you for serving me, noble steed.
All was going great, and then Rex was fighting a pig.
Get him, boy.
I guess the unicorn didn't really like that.
No. 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 Rune staying on.
I truly wish it ended a different way. Anyways, then this guy gave me basically Rufio's social security number and all of his information.
Rufio? He's an old codger. Been living here for a couple of weeks now. If you ask me, he's hiding from something. His room is downstairs, in what I like to call the private quarters. Use that hatch in the floor over there, but don't expect a warm reception.
Shh, just a dream. A dream you shall never wake from.
Alright, now to go sleep somewhere he thinks I'm safe. First off. You sense a presence nearby.
So, the deed is done. How do I know this? You'll find that the Dark Brotherhood knows a great many things, for you are now part of the family.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go check out this clubhouse. It may not be the sharpest crayon in the tool shed, but fuck, it's locked. Alright, let's just break into his house. Alright, creepy digs, but let's go to the basement. Alright, dusty basement, weird tunnel, and oh, of course, a glowing possessed door.
Greetings, greetings. I am Oshiva, mistress of this sanctuary. Lucian has told me all about you. Let me welcome you to the Dark Brotherhood.
You know what? Lil Bro might have been cooking with this. Hey Kids, Would You Lighten Up by the Listener's Fury is a gorgeous mod that takes the dark and dingy look of the Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion and just lightens it up, puts light sources all over, and makes it a much more livable space. Sure, there's still a vampire kind of darkening the place up, but nothing could be done about that weirdo. Speaking of which, let's go check in on the boss man and see how he's doing.
Warmest greetings to you. I trust you've already spoken with Oshiva. I am Vicente Valtieri. I provide assignments for all new family members. Please do not let my appearance unnerve you. The needs and tenets of the Dark Brotherhood come before my own needs as a vampire. Now, if you're ready to get to work, I can provide you with your first contract.
With that chilling experience out of the way, my cool new assassin, let's run by this chick and go hide in some crates. I snuck onto this ship with ease and finesse, and then I tracked down their captain, killed him. Easy! Got out of there without ever getting caught.
Captain Sisson, are you all right?
Oh crap.
We heard a clamor, Captain. We're coming in.
To arms!
Still a mission success. This guy was napping in his chair, so I snuck up and just... Then I went back to the sewers, climbed up into the jail, and I found an interesting guy.
I know you. You're the one. That day the Emperor was killed. They went through your cell. You lucky strumpet. But you came back? Come on. You've got to help me. Let old Valen out of this cell. You've got your freedom, now give me mine. What do you say, huh? Come on, friend.
With that done, time to go get paid. Actually, you know what? I don't want to go back in. What are you saying? I'm afraid of that vampire guy? No way. I wouldn't mind the baldness if he didn't just have a spotlight on it all the time. Well, I guess there's that one thing he did.
Well done. You have more than earned your reward and bonus. I present to you this prick in your ass. In fact, I believe you are ready for advancement. Go and rest. You'll need it.
Shut up, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just go do some parkour, okay? And so our heroes neglected their assassin duties, instead choosing to jump around and do parkour until they learned a few new tricks. Sick, I can jump on water. You know what, let's go find a challenge, you know? And then I found this guy, who said there's a weird glowing island that keeps yelling at people. It looks like it might be off in this distance. Let's go over here. Oh, wait, no, it's actually over here, my bad. That one's definitely the right one. So let's go that way instead. This would be the Sheogorath Stump by Haim Projects. This is a truly beautiful mod, and I love everything about the Shivering Isles DLC. The whole aesthetic always got me just, ooh, loved it growing up, and I love it now. And this mod, this little player home encapsulates that DLC perfectly, and it's just outside the portal. You know what else really fits this setting? This beautiful retexture by Dark Urge Diaries, June's Darker Seducer. This takes the Dark Seducer armor and recolors it to be darker, and you can also change the skirt colors to a dark red or a dark green. I personally like the dark red. Man, this is just week 1 and there's already so many amazing mods. I wonder how long it's gonna take before the horny mods start coming. Wait, you're saying there's already not safe for work mods? Oh god. Why is society filled with pervs? Oh, look, right here, you're right. Look at this. Thicker Than a Snicker Flame Atronox Retexture by Gooned Out Games. This mod comes with a rather not safe for work unclothed version, but they also have a clothed version that I can show you. And yeah, I gotta blur out pretty much everything for the not safe for work version. But I'm telling you, it's pretty spicy. There's also the Spider Daedra. Like with this, Spider Mommy Bare-Chested Spider Daedra by, yet again, Gooned Out Games. Unfortunately, there's only a NSFW version, so you're gonna get a whole lot of blurred out. If you want to check out the mod, you gotta check it out on your own. But there's also Dangerous Spriggans. Like with this Mother Nature Spriggan mod by Seriges. The mod author was inspired by Thicker Than a Snicker by Gooned Out Games. Oh man. The perversity of one creator has spread into another creator's talent by the night, and I just can't help but download them. I need it. I have a disease. With all these gorgeous, beautiful mods, I think it's time to show you something truly horrifying. A scary horror mod that honestly... What do you mean it's not scary? It's horrifying. Who would even want to boot up this game when you know you're going to be faced with this horrifying creature? Honestly, I nearly pissed myself when I ran into him. Hector over Skeletons by Bahonkus. The creatures of Oblivion are already horrifying, and now the skeletons can be even more so with this horrifying reskin. Now, not only are you going to be haunted by a corpse, you're going to be haunted by Disney greed. All jokes aside, this is a fun, lighthearted mod, and honestly, it's a real goofy one for the first week, and that's why I kind of chose it to be the mod of the week, because, you know, it's fun to mod and make your game look realistic and awesome and cool, but modding is for fun. Remember that. And while you're at it, remember me. That wraps week 1 of Oblivion Mods Weekly. If you found a mod you liked or just enjoyed the ride, make sure to hit a like button. It helps a ton. And if you're into Oblivion modding or just want to see what madness I dive into each week, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss an update. I'm going to be trying to upload more frequently and be a little more active. You can also check me over on Twitch. Sometimes I stream there. Not really a set schedule for that. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy modding.